formic acid. So many organic acids are there. These are some carboxylic acids, there are amino acids, and so many organic acids are there. Wherever there is a COH group, we call it acid. COH group will only give COOH, that will finally get H. So, sorry. H plus COO, sorry, I made mistake. So this will be COOH, it gives H. Whatever gives H is called as acid. So just like HCl we were saying, it gives H, that means acid. So CaCOOH also gives acid. So H is positive, this is negative. So this is acetate. One important thing is, there are very large portion of acetic acid molecules, very less portion of acetate ions, and they are always in equilibrium. That means this is going always combining and forming acetic acid. Acetic acid also is going there. It depends on the concentrations. So in a way, if I say that this is acid because it gives H, I can call this as base because it absorbs H. When it goes back, it is base. So acetic acid and organic acids create base also along with it. When it go in solution, they create base also. So acid and base combination is there, and that combination both is so strong, so nearer to each other, that you can balance the pH in between. So suppose I make this acetate, I take some other acetate, some other sodium acetate, some other thing, I add it. So only acetate is added, such that this will become equal. So both becomes equal. At that time you can bring the pH to 7. So what you can do is, by using these organic acids, we have got inbuilt process of acid and alkali. So this is called as weak acid. So all these are weak acids. Weak acids are those which dissociate very less. Similarly, there are weak bases. Weak acids are this. Weak base NH4OH. This gives NH4 plus OH. It gives OH, so it is called as alkali. But this is acid because it can absorb OH. Are you getting it? This is alkali because it gives OH. This is acid because it gives H. We can say that this is base because it can absorb H. This is acid because it can absorb OH. So it is reverse way. So every weak acid and weak base have a counterpart. That is why this acid, we call it forms a conjugate base. The name is here conjugate. It is by birth itself, it forms another opposite to it. And this helps us in bringing the pH in between the range between 4.5 to 9, which is good for life. And the entire life was developed through that. Now how it was developed? There was one more person or one more entity which has helped that, and that is CO group. Carbon dioxide, when mixed with water, it forms H2CO3. Carbonic acid. This is called as carbonic acid. When we call it carbonic acid, it means it must dissociate. But H2CO3 in water dissociates. It gives one H plus HCO3. So this is acid. Carbonic acid gives one H. But it also produces HCO3. HCO3 is bicarbonate. So it acts like base for creating H2SO4. It can combine this here and again from here. So H2CO3 dissociates to give bicarbonate base. This is base and this is acid. And there is a balance between that. So you will not get sudden change in pH because this will be affecting, this tussle will be affecting. Again, if suppose there is more consumption of H, then this HCO3 also can act as acid. HCO3 also negative. It also can give more H and CO3. So HCO3 is base for this reaction, but acid for this reaction. A simple compound, it can act as an acid somewhere, it can act as an alkali somewhere, depending upon the pH. And this is called as buffer. Buffer means that when the train is moving, there are buffers between the two bogies. Suddenly shock is there, so the spring gets adjusted and the shock is not experienced in the bogie. Same way buffer, if suddenly some acid is added, these people, they will rush. There are two strong fellows. One is acid, one is alkali, but they are friends within each other. If suppose some attack of acid comes, then suddenly this alkali, this will produce more alkali and match that. If alkali comes, then it will absorb H and go back to acid. So these buffers, natural buffers, like H2CO3 and other things, have done the greatest job of producing life on earth. Life on earth was created mainly due to this property of weak acid and weak bases, which created a situation where you can have a pH near to 7. And pH near to 7 means it is a fertile ground for growth of plants, animals and everything. If suddenly something goes wrong, then only pH will be going up. We are using that particular technology many times. Do we use any strong acid and strong alkali? No. But still, in our body we have got strong acid, and that is in our stomach. In our stomach you have got HCl, because whatever food we eat, it has to get digested. So solid food has to liquefy. You require a strong vehicle, so you generate HCl. So that HCl will cut, that H will cut the other parts and will make the thing digestion will be faster. But this acidity is necessary for food digestion. But the food is organic. So when it is crushing, it is creating organic acids. These organic acids will create acid and alkali both, and the pH will come down. But if you eat too much, what will happen? There will be acidity in the body. If acidity is there, what you have to take? NTSE or some other thing. What we use generally as NTSE? What do you use? Baking soda, NaHCO3, sodium, baking soda. This gives Na plus HCO3. can add some alkaline solution, but if you can't take toxic soda, caustic soda and other things. Everything will be burned. Your body skin will get completely dissolved in it. Caustic soda is very difficult. So you have to use weak acids and weak bases for all treatments of our human things, except in jetter or except in the stomach, where you have got very low pH. Very high pH we are not considered. So all our chemistry now is focusing on the process of organic acids. These organic acids are 20. There are 26 amino acids in body which are essential, and if they are not there, we use various vitamins and so many things. All our food or even medicines are generally organic in nature. If organic medicines are there, they will not create much damage. That is why Ayurveda is considered better, because Ayurveda doesn't consider any mineral salts and other things. Whereas our medical things, they use some chemicals where there is side effect, and that side effect may be acidity, there may be so many other things. So you require some other changes also. Now I have given certain pages or along with this to you, so that I have given there the pH of most normal substances like saliva in our mouth. So before eating, it is somewhat acidic. After eating, it becomes somewhat alkaline. But it is also near to 7. It will be 6.5 or 7.5. If it is too much acidic, if we eat lot of sweets, then that sweet sugar will get dissociated. It will bring down the pH down. Now this low pH will attack our tooth. So tooth decay is mainly due to acidity in our mouth. So that is why we say that you should not eat too much sweet. Otherwise, for children also, they should not eat sweets. Otherwise, they will be having tooth decay. So for tooth decay, we use toothpaste. What is toothpaste? Toothpaste contains calcium carbonate. So it gives Ca plus CO3. CO3 is again base. So it can actually there and it will protect your things. So you have to wash down by doing such alkaline media, then your teeth will be protected. For acidity, you can take baking soda. Now this calcium carbonate can be used to produce some other compounds. Even NaCl can be used to create so many other compounds that I will just list down, and it will indicate what is the use of acids, alkalis and salts in our health.
Sir, 2 मीटर
शेअर करायचं
कुठला ते शेअर करायचं.
NaCl is used for sodium hypochlorite. So NaCl can be used for creating sodium bicarbonate, or it can be created for creating sodium carbonate. Then gypsum is CaSO4. Gypsum is CaSO4. This is fertilizer. At the same time, it can be used as a plaster of Paris also. So plaster of Paris, gypsum, so many other compounds can be created by just addition of acid and alkali. Strong acids and strong alkalis will create such salts, and weak acids and weak base are the main prime movers of life. So we should try to use lemon juice or some organic things instead of having very strong acidic or alkaline things. If we remain in our limits, then only we survive. Otherwise, if there is sudden change, then these base or acid base strong force is there for protecting us. So our body also, our milk, our blood also has got a pH of 6.5 or so. If suppose there is some wound, oxygen is not there, and then it becomes lactic acid. Lactic acid is low pH. It starts itching. So it will give sensation that something has happened. Suppose an ant bites. If an ant bites, it gives methylonic acid in the blood. This brings down the pH. So suddenly we feel the bite. So similarly, you can use just soda bicarb and place it there. That acidity will go. So most of the things, acid, base and salts, they govern most of the chemical reactions. And in our environmental chemistry, it has got a greater influence. As a 10th standard, you are not still exposed to many such compounds, but when you go up, I would advise you to take biochemistry. So chemistry is there, biochemistry is entire. Now biochemical engineering is coming. So just like chemical engineering has got universal scope, but biochemistry, biochemical engineering has got a living scope. So living matter, whether it is plant, animal or microscopic, microorganisms, you can control by biochemical engineering. And that engineering cannot accept high pressure, high temperature. You cannot say you heat it on burner. You cannot do, because it is living matter. It has to be placed at 37 degrees centigrade at human body temperature. All corona and all studies are done at normal temperature range, not very high. But suppose alumina is to be recovered, you burn it and then you do it. So that chemistry is different. Our chemistry is different. All life chemistry is very important thing, and that has got a greatest future in the current situation. There will be more and more viruses coming, more and more communicable diseases coming, more and more such damaging factors to our life come. So everybody must be expert and knowledgeable about the chemistry. So chemistry has such a beautiful future and beautiful power, and therefore even in the old days they were saying, they were having some solution, you eat that and you will change into entire body and other things. So such magic liquids, they are nothing but you can say prize or given by the reward of the chemistry. So you should learn chemistry. Thank you. We shall again discuss in detail. I shall be there on the net all the time. I will be putting all my videos there and others videos also. We shall be keeping in contact. Please send your contacts and your feedback by email to info@nandeep.net or any Nandeep method. That will be good. I have given here some of the things, that is range, pH range of normal